All right, folks, so my next guest says that 85% of all sell decisions are incorrect. That's right, 85% of the time you sell, probably doing it for the wrong reason. So let's bring in Keith Fitz-Gerald from the Fitz-Gerald Group. He's the principal there. All right, Keith, so here's what I want. I want the 15% of the time when it's right.
You and me both.
And is this one of those times?
Absolutely, this is one of those times. People buy when they should be selling.
No, is this one of the times you should be selling, though?
No.
Oh, okay, no. Right.
No, big no. Because if all of this selling is occurring, it doesn't happen in a vacuum, Charles. Most people assume that, oh, the markets are going down. Somebody's buying, and somebody's buying big. And so that's where you got to focus. You always want to do what Wall Street does, not what Wall Street says.
So Wall Street, they're buying on the way down. And here's the thing: you have the analysts who do this and the strategists over here, but the folks in the trading room are doing something else. And when the quarterly earnings come out, these are the folks that are making all the cash.
That's right. You can think like a shark or you can think like a minnow. And if you want to think like a minnow, you're going to get flushed every time. But if you think like a shark and you want to go hunting for the world's best companies at the worst possible time, that is the path to profits. This is the only store on earth where people fear a sale.
And you've been talking about this for years. I mean, we've known each other for at least 2 decades.
Yeah.
Do you feel that the audience in general is getting smarter? I do.
Oh, yes.
I do. Yeah.
Well, this is one of the brilliant shifts, I think. For the first time, the retail investor has the upper hand.
Yeah.
Now, how cool is that? Because for decades, it's been the institutions that have run the roost, right? Now we live at a time where the individual investor can make the stock they want, buy the stock they want, at the price they want. All this computerization that is causing all this havoc, you know what? The individual investor can pick their battles carefully. That's a huge advantage if you deal with the right companies.
Yeah, I had a table. I did not use it for this show. I should have. I saw you just jarred my memory this morning. That the retailers buying like crazy. The hedge funds are selling. We'll see who's the smart money. We judge it by the end of the year. Let's think about what people should be buying, because you say Apple will double. Where it is now, it will double in 3 years.
Yes, I do believe that, because contrary to what everybody thinks, they are not behind in AI. If you've used Siri, if you use an Apple device, if you wear it, you've got 2 in 4 people accessing the planet today, some form of AI through Apple devices. That's not a company that's hurting. It's a company that's going to expand.
What about their China exposure?
I'm concerned about it, but I'm not worried about it, because this is something they've known is coming for a long time. So they're taking steps to move to India. They're opening other venues. There are 2.5 billion people on the planet that don't yet carry an Apple device. Imagine what happens when they bring all that in and they make the medical pivot.
The medical pivot.
Huge.
Yeah, I mean, we've been hearing about that for a while. I really thought it was big. A couple of years ago, Christmas, went to one of these stores, and everyone who worked in there, they had a competition with the watch, right? You know,
right.
Who did 10,000 steps, and they accumulate all that data, and so that will be a moneymaker soon.
Well, I think it's going to be a moneymaker now. Medical records, your health technology, your data. Imagine what happens when doctors start prescribing Apple devices when they get an FDA label, like the hearing aids, like your iPhone. Your watch suddenly becomes a cardiogram, becomes an EKG machine, and it's all accepted by insurance.
You like Tesla here too.
I love Tesla.
You gotta, I mean, if you liked it 100 points ago, you gotta love it down here.
Yes, and I hope I'm continuing to buy a smart enough share. I'm smart enough to buy more shares. Now, CEO, I don't like the politics. I don't like the antics. I don't like a lot of what's happening, right? But I don't do politics. I do money. I think robotics, FSD, AI, silicon are worth more in a few years than Tesla is worth as a combined total today.
So what kicks it off? Robotaxi?
It's hard
in
to
other
say.
words, in terms of stopping the sort of, getting
hemorrhaging.
Yeah,
I mean, this is nasty. This is a nasty sell-off. I think when he returns from Doge, when he gets his mind focused on AI and robotics is going to be the initial push, I think.
You were the first person, I think, that ever mentioned Palantir.
Thank you
a long
yes,
time
Thank
ago. You made a fortune, and here's I'm going to tell the audience a great story. The same way that Tesla has pulled back, Palantir, the first time he told me about it, pulled back about 50%. Maybe it went from like $15 to $7, whatever it did.
It did.
Something like that. You came on the show time and time and said, buy the stock, understand the fundamentals, and then it was a pure rocket ship. I've recently had a chance to interview Alex Karp, and I'm on board now. I took profits the last time they reported, but I'm looking for a place to buy. Are you still buying it?
I am. I'm buying a little at a time. I mean, I don't like to sell off any more than anybody else does, so I've slowed down my buying, but you bet I'm still buying.
Overall, we got a big audience behind us. It's the money show. People are watching. The last hour trading is going to be treacherous. Final words of wisdom.
Take a deep breath. This too shall pass.
All right, my man.
Thanks, Charles.
All right. Hey, great. Give him a hand, folks. The great Keith Fitz-Gerald.